It is a historical fact that every change that any society has brought within its framework was first envisioned by an artist. Iconography and symbolism in artwork plays a powerful role in changing hearts and minds. Exploring the power of art to create social change should be the goal of every artist. Through art, we can challenge many of our society's deepest assumptions, spark new ideas, and inspire new visions for the future. My name is Madiha Raza, and I will take you through art for social change. Art, the language of change, catalyzing critical thinking, inspiring new actions in individuals, and creating visions for tomorrow. Art, in that sense, is the only hope society has. It provides a language of change without the necessity of words. In this age where society is plagued by the nemesis of extremism, one of the most important forces for change is artists and their work. Through the artistic medium, artists and activists can raise awareness of societal problems, spark dialogue, and propose solutions. They can call attention to the struggles of everyday people and highlight critical new ways of thinking. With this precise conceptual background, the US Embassy in Islamabad designed a customized exchange program for 14 artists from around Pakistan, focused on the themes of activism through art, social engagement, and professional development.
I'm Mohammad Zishan Yunus from Pakistan. I graduated from National College of Art. Currently, I am teaching there. Basically, I'm a sculptor.
My name is Farah Khan. I am a visual artist, an art historian, and also an art instructor at a university in Lahore.
Hi, I'm Ruby Gulsha. I'm from Peshawar. I'm studying art and design from College of Home Economics, and my major is painting.
Hi, my name is Naira. I'm from Lahore. I'm trained as a painter, but I mostly work with mixed media collage work on paper.
मेरा नाम कुरतुलैन है और मैं नेशनल कॉलेज ऑफ आर्ट्स रावलपिंडी में पढ़ती हूँ। मेरा मेजर सब्जेक्ट जो है वो मिनिएचर पेंटिंग है।
Hello, I'm Seher Jaleel. I'm a contemporary Pakistani artist. I graduated from the National College of Arts in CA Lahore.
My name is Anila Khurshid. I'm from Quetta, Balochistan, and I'm basically a sculptor and installation artist.
Hi, I'm Sophia Miraj. I'm doing my master's from NCA, National College of Arts, Lahore. I'm a visual artist.
Hi, I'm Huma and I'm studying the National College of Arts, Rawalpindi. I'm a painter.
I'm Sumbul. I'm a visual artist, majors in printmaking and miniature painting.
Hello, my name is Yusra. I belong to Chitral, KPK. I'm a student of fashion designing.
My name is Amar Sal. I'm from Peshawar and I'm a fashion designer.
मेरा नाम राबिया राबिल है और मैंने सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस इन आर्ट एंड डिज़ाइन में जामशोरों से ग्रेजुएशन की है। मैं विजुअल आर्टिस्ट हूँ।
The origins of this exchange program were that the U.S. Embassy brought a speaker to Pakistan, Rachel Goldberg, who partnered with local organizations and met many artists here in Pakistan, and then developed a series of artwork that was then brought back and is now being shown in the Phillips Collection in Washington, D.C. And so when we heard and when people really got excited about this Pakistani artwork, we thought, we really want the creators of this artwork, the Pakistanis who made it, to be able to go to the United States and be there in person to exhibit their work, and also use it as an exchange opportunity to make connections, to learn more about the art world and bring that knowledge back to Pakistan as they continue in their careers and as they continue on with more successes.
The idea of the workshop was to discuss art for social change, which is a very valid stance as far as art is concerned, because art is all about communication.
It is cold right now. The family is in New York right now. It's cold, so clearly
In Islamabad and Lahore, I did workshops with emerging artists. I worked with about 50 to 60 emerging artists in each workshop, and we had them collaborate to create artwork that addressed a social issue. So the three big ideas that we were really trying to get across in this workshop, or that we were trying to get the artists to address in the workshop, were social change, collaboration, and storytelling through art.
It's going to be awesome. I'm excited.
I'm expecting so many things.
It's going to be really exciting. I hope that it will be.
सबसे पहले ये कि मैं वहाँ जाके बहुत कुछ सीखूंगी
and bring that experience back. So it's a good platform that happened.
This is a chance for having
something from my culture, and I'm getting something from their culture and mixing it together and making something out of it.
I'm going to avail it.
So I'm very excited, and I'm sure that I'm going to learn and have fun a lot.
ऐसी बातें किया ना करो आज जाने की जिद ना
ज़्यादातर अरबी और पाकिस्तानी वो कोड को छोड़ के वर्ड, लेकिन यहाँ पे वर्ड है कि
Infused with energy and charged up with excitement, the artists began their first day of exchange, anticipating all things great.
Meridian is a center that believes that if we align aspirations, if we can connect, if we can create more opportunities for collaboration between leaders and people in the U.S. and people overseas, that we're going to be a better world. And so culture is really a language that everybody can connect with.
My name is Sean Callahan. I'm a program officer here at Meridian International Center.
Arts programs or artists have a lot that they can teach members of the communities. They have a lot of innovative ways that they can raise awareness about different social issues, and just a lot of ways that, in entertaining but educational ways, they can sort of draw members of the community into ways to improve society.
Since I haven't met you before, I know Rachel has, but I wonder if
My name is Jessica Solomon. Welcome to DC. I will be your facilitator for the Art and Social Change component. I want you to show me who you are on this piece of paper. I don't experience art as something that's separate from someone's daily existence. I don't think that you always have to go to a gallery or a traditional art space to experience art. I think those are good and we need those, but sometimes it separates people from being in the experience or feeling like they can contribute. Issues like illiteracy or health disparities sometimes don't allow people to become intellects around art, and sometimes you just need to paint or move and do those things, and I think that's something that's accessible to everybody. And I think when you see other people doing that, it gives you permission to do it too. So I'm really invested in art being accessible to all people, and I think especially people who are going through issues and facing injustice and or marginalized, because that allows them to articulate what they're experiencing in a different way. Talked about issues. I'm very excited to hear from each group.
Basic human rights, women rights, child labor, and so the thing which we thought which was affecting, which is really maybe the root of all, was like illiteracy.
That for the past 40 years, 4 decades, indigenous cultural narrative have been attacked.
There's a segregation of artist community and the masses.
And they've tried to dismantle it in a very calculated manner.
Gender discrimination, child abuse, misuse of media, misinterpretation.
These are the issues while we are living in different areas, but we are facing the same issues.
One, two, three, four, one.
I think we need a few warm-up exercises.
I'll do that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
First West African.
The artists were led to collaborate to design a blueprint for a community-based arts project. They were advised on how to best chronicle their exchange in the US via blogging, and then taken through a community needs assessment to determine what type of art project could be developed to bring about social change.
Keep in mind for this tour, these are the White House, the Capitol, and a few monuments. So depending on how quickly we move around, we'll be able to manage to see certain things along the way. Maybe we'll incorporate something, take out something, so be flexible.
We'll try to keep our part short then, so we make sure to get to the things that you guys have the most questions about. I guess first off, welcome to DC.
Brain Food is a youth development nonprofit, and we use cooking as a tool to build life skills in teenagers and high school students in DC. Anyone can join our programs, and we run after-school cooking programs for youth. So it's kind of a safe, welcoming place for people to gather and be creative and be a leader and learn some professional skills that can take them even outside the kitchen. Of other things that are edible. Like where the Have you joined me?
The artists were then taken to the Anacostia Community Museum at the Smithsonian Institution, where they met the staff for a dialogue on using art and other museum programs for community engagement.
We have quite a few collections, so you just happen. The first one is an art piece called on plywood that a gentleman does for Storm Dreams in LA.
Leo Limon.
And this was in our exhibition that we're taking down now. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to see it.
Provides us a source of indigenous vocabulary.
Right.
So we do share a lot of similarities that we feel that around the world.
In 1967, at the time when there's a lot of civil rights activity going on in Washington, D.C., marches coming and going.
Through this engagement, the artists learned how a community museum employs cutting-edge approaches through outreach activities to present social and cultural issues that impact communities.
Review this again to identify the issues we talked about already.
My issue basically is which every Pakistani youth faces. It's the ownership and pride of culture and heritage.
My issues is about how people can communicate through videos.
मेरा जो मसला है जो मुझे लगता है कि हमारे पाकिस्तान में बहुत ज़्यादा एग्जिस्ट करता है वो है ओवर जजमेंटल ओपिनियन जो है लोगों का, जो लोग एक दूसरे के बारे में या इन जनरल जो रखते हैं.
Through fashion designing, what can I put to overcome this problem is I can go to different schools and design dresses which have alphabets written over it. If you want to be successful, believe in ABC. It means go study.
One of the highlights of at least this week in Washington will be, and they're going to work with a local muralist to kind of come up with a design, to work together on a mural. They're welcome to invite people shopping at the market also to paint on the mural, kind of engaging community that way. They can say take an issue looking at, say, access to food or hunger issues that might not immediately seem to have an artistic component to it, but is an important social issue here in the Washington community. Artists can actually engage community and can draw awareness to an issue like that.
So we are here at Tacoma Education Campus in Mr. Brunson's 6th grade class to introduce the students to the idea of art for social change.
So the Phillips Collection has offered to work with our classroom to help them turn and see if they can use art as a medium for communicating social change.
We split then. All these panels were made by different people actually.
We sort of like created a structure.
He said, no, I will not let you do medical torture.
He said, you're free to go.
You know, you have the gardens and the blood and the ritual over there, so that's more literature.
Only the first painting was finished with bow matched the story that we read, but the rest of them didn't.
This drawing is made up of a wire. It's called mining wire.
Which is made up of charcoal.
The students are working together in groups to create art around a social issue. We have 5 groups working right now. They've been given very basic materials, essentially the same materials that the artists worked with in Pakistan. They have paper collage materials and tempera paint. And one of the reasons we chose tempera paint is because it's a material that the students are used to working with, but it's also the type of paint that Jacob Lawrence painted with.
I loved seeing the work that the Pakistani artists did, but specifically how our students interacted with it, because they are also learning about how to talk about their own artwork, and to listen to somebody else talk about the process of creating art, I think is really powerful for our students, and it also helps them generate questions about how they create their own art. The questions that some students asked were like, well, how did you do it? Or what did you do to make that? Or how did you fit the pieces together? Was really wonderful.
Today we're here at the farmers market.
ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਫਾਰਮਰ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ।
असा आज farmers market पे हाँ।
आज मैं farmers market में आई आया। हनूर इस पर farmers market आती सी।
आज सहते हूँ farmer market में।
सोनियो आज ऐसी farmer market इचा।
मुंगे ने अंदर तो farmers market से राग लियो। आज हम farmer market में आए हुए हैं।
ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ farmers market ਤੇ ਆਏ ਸੀ।
किसा असली किसाना दी market में आए हैं।
Right now we're at the Mount Pleasant Farmers Market, and we're doing one of the community murals that I do through my organization, Nook the Arts.
I love to eat apples. I want to eat.
I like to eat Romanesco cauliflower. I like to eat Brussels sprouts.
Eat broccoli.
I love to eat cauliflower. I love to eat cookies. I love to eat cookies.
My name is Chris Stout, without a doubt. I like the Brussels sprouts.
With these murals, it allows community members to come together and contribute to the artwork. Everyone can do their part. It's a good way of engaging the community. Children to adults are able to do it. And it really helps people. Sometimes people have inhibitions about their creativity, and this is a way for them to get engaged and show that there's actually a lot of creativity in the community.
The group of artists are working on their community project around food justice and food access in DC. It's a fantastic opportunity. DC Greens has been fantastic to Meridian and to the participants in the program to actually allow us to have space at the farmers market today. They're doing a fantastic job. We're getting a lot of kids, which is fun. I want to raise chicken.
I want to grow spinach.
We want to grow apples.
In Washington, an international forum weekend was celebrated at the Phillips Collection, exhibiting the Pakistani voices in conversation with the Migration series.
Right now, it's my great pleasure to introduce Pakistani students and emerging artists with one of the most important iconic works in the Phillips Collection.
Art is a universal language. It contains many fascinating stories and artwork that represent the important cultural exchanges and emerging new artists in Pakistan. Dr. Asad Khan, also a very good friend and colleague.
It is the softest side of the relationship.
With the Phillips Collection and helping organize the visit of the Pakistani artists, a commitment to improving their communities. And so we wanted to just maybe start with a question.
There are a lot of young artists who are working and they're very struggling in the field of arts.
I look at the connectivity between Washington and Pakistan. Yes, you people are also giving a lot of importance to the culture that you have.
As I see the young youth of the Pakistan, how they are looking modern art, I think they are more inspired by the modern art.
Cultural diplomacy is a very, very important part of what we do in our embassies, and this is a perfect example, taking the opportunity to bring young artists over to Washington after they had interacted with the Phillips Collection artists in Pakistan, created these marvelous works of art and had them displayed in this very, very prestigious museum in Washington. It helps us to focus on something that is positive and uplifting and future-oriented and inspiring. We focus a lot in the policy world on very difficult issues of counterterrorism and economic challenges and all of that sort of thing, which are definitely a part of life in Pakistan. But this also, the youth, the energy, the expression, forward-looking attitude is very much part of modern Pakistan, and we are just delighted to be able to capture that too. And having this exhibit here, where the most influential and sophisticated people of Washington come and can see a different face of Pakistan, I think is really very, very important, and we are delighted.
We need to have Pakistani voices. We need to have the conversation here, because really the challenge for Pakistan is on the softer side, on the image side, where the narrative unfortunately has gone very negative, and which is unfortunately also not reflective of the realities on the ground.
I think I want to make a trip to Pakistan. So if I feel that way, I think that's a very positive outcome. Many people in the audience had the same reaction, and I think I'm doing my job if I can give a forum for the kind of conversation we had tonight.
From this exchange program, I hope to take a lot of experience that these people have taught me. They taught me how to be a bit more resourceful.
The exposure of being in a country whose culture is very different from our culture, and what I can take from that culture and give it back to my art practice, the people who are surrounding me.
Being an artist that was sent to Pakistan, and I went to Karachi in the summer of 2012. And the project that I had planned was to do audio-video performance card to be performed on the street.
आप यहाँ पे मीटिंग अटेंड करने आए थे?
हम लोग यहाँ पे बेसिकली ब्रॉन्क्स म्यूजियम के जो क्यूरेटर्स वगैरह एक उनका प्रोग्राम है उससे रिलेटेड बात करने आए थे कि वो किस तरह राइजिंग आर्टिस्ट्स को अपॉर्चुनिटीज देते हैं, तो वी वर हियर टू डिस्कस दैट.
He's also a poet, that's his background, and basically how do you approach the art production? One artist,
Brazilian artist है, उसका artwork देखते हैं.
So he worked in the hospital. Film industry is not there anymore. So there's some samples of that from the things he finds on the street.
thing which I brought back from America was punctuality. I think this should be the part of our daily routine here in Pakistan. Learning from theirs and teaching them ours is the purpose of this program. And we have many plans and activities to strengthen the ties between us from grassroots level.
इस पूरे ट्रिप में मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा आर्ट के हवाले से एक्सपोजर मिला और बहुत ज़्यादा मुझे नॉलेज मिली। और एक चीज़ जो मैंने पहले भी रियलाइज़ करती थी लेकिन अब जिसको मैंने एडॉप्ट कर लिया वो ये है कि आर्ट में फ्रीडम होना चाहिए।
So we're a graphic design and marketing firm. What's really different about the way we work from anybody else in the country is we offer traditional client services. The museum is the John and Mabel Ringling Museum of Art. Different things that they do there themselves. And the museum, the circus stuff is...
The artists were led to discuss a collaborative program called Design Ignites Change, in which they were encouraged to apply design thinking, a combination of unleashed creativity and executable actions, to problems that exist in their own communities.
Designers working here from different places?
They also have an in-house design department. They have somebody who works...
and you were saying so?
I was saying different mediums together.
We've been fortunate in that a lot of times have ideas of who we can ask for money from. And we found a non-profit organization who funded bad ideas are free.
And welcome to New York University. What we want you to do, 5 ideas that would be like in Edward Galeano's poems. An insane idea. We're going to bring back people from the dead.
I'm going to get Banksy out in open, and then I'm going to get a time traveler machine, and then I'm going to get all the masters out, and they're going to produce more work.
All cultures that we have, and using authentic poetry, contemporary and folk, illustrating it. And this activity would be complemented with a lot of singing, dance, theatre.
It's amazing what happened. My people will be more confident how to walk, how to talk. I can create at least one art piece in my entire life.
Here I am, I'm working on them, and in the future I'm just looking them in a very happy life.
With the communication, I would try to resolve the issue.
And you want art that actually communicates with the general public.
I'm here, and I need to get there, right? So what's going to get me there?
Unless you have that crazy idea out there, a picture.
बुरा लग रहा है हम पाकिस्तान वापस जा रहे हैं सीरियसली
हमने नहीं जाना वापस बहुत खुशी हो रही है जाते हुए
बाकी तो टाइम अच्छा गुजरा और बिल्कुल मूड नहीं है
I don't know. I think I maybe do want to go back.
जाना भी और नहीं भी जाना हाँ क्योंकि घर है वहाँ पे सब है
नहीं वो आप सेंटर में होता है बाकी आप सेंटर I'm missing my family.
मैं ये समझती हूँ कि मैं अपने इस तजुर्बे को पाकिस्तान जाकर या अपने काम में वो बेहतर तरीके से इम्प्लीमेंट कर सकती हूँ।
जब से मैं वापस पाकिस्तान आई हूँ मैं जस्ट थिंकिंग कि मैं मार्केट्स में जाके लोगों के साथ इंटरेक्ट करके बातचीत करके फिर उनके एक्सप्रेशंस जो है कैनवस के ऊपर लूँगी।
Through this exchange program, I was able to meet new people, make new friends, and talk about my artwork. I will make clothes which have their own unique identity.
So I've come back to Pakistan and I'm really energetic and enthusiastic and I want to do the impossible right now.
मेरा इरादा है कि यहाँ मैं अपने मास्टर्स कंप्लीट करके अब स्कूल स्टूडेंट्स के साथ ऐसी वर्कशॉप करूँ जो आर्ट बेस्ड हो।
Now when I'm back in Pakistan, I have arranged a 2-day workshop. The concept of engaging community was of prime concern for me.
Our society, unfortunately, has become very, very intolerant and very extremely violent. And as artists, we have to combat this extremism or violent extremism or intolerance through art.
I'm listening to really good music right now.
असां तलहा से निंद्र नशे विच आकर के ही जगाया मस्त बनाया.
क्या बोल रहा?
Don't stare into the camera.
Sweet movie. Awesome. जल्दी भी लग रही है.
Yeah. Since I'm back in Pakistan.
यही आखिरी लाइन थी ना, बोल चुका हूँ ना. अच्छा, it was honor for me. It was an honor for me. It was for honor. It was.
No, don't do that. No, you cannot do that.
खुद ही कह रहे हैं.
I'm going to set up an arts commune up in Mars.
नहीं मुझे उर्दू बहुत अच्छी आती है.
नरे बारां दे पास पलवड़े वाड़ मीना न पाती की गम दे जाना दिदन ला समा जाना ना.
So why are we here today? What's going on? Okay.